What on earth is happening to good bad movies? Someone tell me, please. As I sat around contemplating one night about the various stresses in life and exactly what the future holds, one thing really came to mind, and one thing in particular, a topic that on deeper inspection really raises awareness to the state of modern media. What the hell happened to good bad movies? Movies that despite the lack in quality at least gave you a sense of laughter, a sense of joy, a sense of happiness after leaving the cinemas, or watching it on the TV screen either by yourself or with your family. Nowadays, anytime I see a bad movie, it's often plagued with utter boringness and depression, making me want to dive headfirst into a bloody concrete swimming pool. And I'll tell you this right now, there's absolutely nothing worse that a movie can be than boring, mundane, forgettable, insignificant, a waste of time, a blank void in my mind never to be remembered ever again. Yes, that's right, this video's talking about good bad movies. What on earth happened to them? Where are they? And when are they coming back? Like with anything in life, there's always going to be good and there's always going to be bad. On the rare occasion, you might even get spectacular, and it would be ludicrous if we expected every movie to be absolutely fantastic. In fact, it's through bad movies that we even have our perception of what a good movie should and can be. But over time, and as I've grown up, I've grown to adore certain qualities of lesser ideal movies. Movies that are looked at very negatively by the critics, that are demeaned and shunned for their utter lack of quality. In some of those said movies, I'm able to find the diamond in the pile of shit that infests its quality. Oftentimes, perhaps finding joy in the camp nature of the script, or the unintentionally funny scenarios that the characters are put in, or simply being left enthralled by the absolute nonsensical mayhem that's happening before me. There's numerous amount of reasons that I may find a movie that I know is bad enjoyable every single time, that stemming from the movie being so bad that it's good, eliciting a sense of unparalleled joy that can only be birthed by watching humorously bad movies. The movie The Room being a perfect example of such a circumstance. So absurd and abstract in its execution, and the way it takes itself seemingly so seriously while still being absolutely dreadful brings a sort of joy that I can't even explain. However, this unexplained whimsical feeling of joy I get when watching certain bad movies seems to be fluttering away as time goes on, and more bad movies lean more towards being absolutely boring and unwatchable, as opposed to being a fun, enjoyable experience that conjures up a sense of happiness within me. And whilst yes, there are the odd few good bad movies, that's now becoming far more the minority, whereas this new norm of absolutely boring the viewers to death seems to be rising to prominence. A perfect example of a modern movie that's bad, but in a good way, is Morbius. Whilst being an absolute desert when it comes to any form of quality, as well as a lack of a coherent, logical plot, it's one of the newer films in modern time that, even though I can obviously tell that the movie is a lackluster attempt at good cinema, I can still wholeheartedly admit that this movie has a soul. And yes, while it was contrived and silly and ridiculous, it still kept me entertained. Now juxtapose that to the absolute onslaught of drudgery that is Madame Web. It must be said that Madame Web was one of the most depressingly boring, mentally draining, spiritually crushing movies I have ever watched in my life. Even till this day, I have glimpses of the hell I went through trying to get through such an absurdly horrible movie. But here's the thing, it wasn't horrible in the right type of way, it was horrible in the worst type of way. It bored me to death. I needed 15 rounds of fucking nicotine shots just to stay awake. It had me tweaking like a bloody crackhead, eager to leave the fucking room. Let me go! Now some of you might just not understand. You might be thinking, why would you willingly want to watch a bad movie in the first place anyways? Well, let me tell you a bit about myself. I love me a terrible movie, a movie so profoundly bad that you would think it impossible that someone would actually watch it. Movies that would leave many in awe by the mere fact that I actually enjoy such horrid cinema. Sometimes you just want to watch The Room, sometimes you just want to watch The Incredible Bulk, sometimes you just want to watch Samurai Cop. But there is an artistic excellence hidden within these movies. Not all movies are able to capture that feeling, an authentic feeling, when a movie is so bad yet has a soul, when a movie is so bad but yet grips you and entertains you and leaves you feeling a form of joy. Am I crazy? Perhaps I am. But please, oh please don't get it twisted. I still absolutely love classically good movies. Movies ingrained within the basis of quality and expertise. Movies written with care and love and compassion, and with time dedicated into perfecting it, or at least creating something impactful that will ruminate in the minds of individuals for more than a second. But as much as I adore the Oppenheimers, the Coco, the Toy Stories, the Watchmen, yes, I said the Watchmen, and I don't give a damn what you say, because the Watchmen is such an underrated movie that doesn't get the love it deserves. Sorry, that was I don't know where that came from. Anyways, my point is, even though yes, I would rather watch good movies most of the time, there are times that I'm simply in the mood for watching a terrible movie. A movie so bad it's good, a movie so bad it brings me some sort of joy, a joy that I can't explain. But it seems as I grow older, as my wrinkles settle in, long gone are the bad movies that still have a glimmer of a soul, a glimmer of light, a glimmer of joy that those who do enjoy bad movies can actually still get something out of. Now instead, bad movies seem to be absolutely riddled with shit, but this type of shit is different. It's the type of shit that's completely boring and unwatchable. Take me back to the times where bad movies made me smile. Back to a time where I could watch it and laugh at it with my friends. Ha ha ha! Look how terrible it is. Look how much fun we're having together, laughing in unison at this awful movie. It's so bad, but yet so good. Now instead I watch these bad movies and it has me pleading, begging for help, begging to be set free from this nightmare. So I ask this one final time, what happened to good, bad movies? Anyways, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!